You'll need a lot of information to file an application with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. However, you won't need any actual documents. The reason for that is the trademark application process is totally electronic. While you might have a document in your hand, you'll either A, put the information from that document into a form, or B, at worst, scan that document into an electronic file and file that with USPTO. But the information that you generally are going to need to help you file the application, that might come from a document, includes information about the applicant itself. What state is it organized in? How is it organized? What is the official address recognized by the state? The second document you probably will need is some showing of what your brand actually is. If you're not filing for just the words, you probably have a design, logos, you probably have colors or fonts or something else. You'll need a document showing that exact rendition of the brand. And finally, if you're filing based on use, you'll need to have some evidence that you're actually using the brand in commerce. So a picture of the product or potentially a website screenshot. The USPTO's rules for what a valid specimen is are quite nuanced. There are really two different categories of specimens we need to think about. Are we trying to show that you're using your brand in connection with a product or with a service? If you're using your brand in connection with a product, a picture of the product showing the brand somehow attached to the product is what you need to find. That might be something on packaging, it could be a label, it could be a tag, it could be the e-commerce site for your store where you're showing that you're selling these particular items under this brand. Services are actually easier. Services, you simply need to show that you're advertising your brand in connection with those services. So screenshots in today's age are usually the best way to go. On most screenshots, you can see the brand at the top of the page if it's done well, and then you'll get a brief description of what sort of goods and services are being sold under the brand. A lot of people wonder what the trademark classification has to do in connection with what documents you may need to file an application. There really aren't many requirements for any particular class of goods and services. However, you do need to pay attention to whether or not you're selling goods, which are found in classes 1 through 34, or services, which are found in classes 35 through 45. Goods have a different set of requirements for what type of evidence of use you'll need to have when you're showing the trademark office that you are using your brand than services, which services are generally some sort of advertisement or promotion, and goods are usually pictures of the items themselves. My name is Richard Reimer. I'd love to help you through your IP needs, especially those dealing with the trademark process or anything protecting brands. If you need help, please reach out to me at Initiating Protection. My email address is richard@initiatingprotection.com, or call us at 678-965-3268.